non-stop like this. Gonna rock the party non-stop like this. Gonna rock the non-stop like this. Gonna rock the party non-stop like this. Gonna rock like this. Gonna rock the party non-stop like this. Gonna rock like this. Gonna rock the party
We just got the motor set back in here. All the transmission works as it should now. Motor mounts are good. Everything's good, so we're going back together with it. And then hopefully we'll have a running bike very shortly.
Yeah, I think it's 17. Put it in the ratchet, right in the spoke. Let me have your hold that. Alright, give it 12. And do these 3 at the top. Told you wrong, it's a 13.
Oh, that's
Well.
good. Hopefully it's a 13 because I don't have a 12.
Field number gonna be. These top 2 are 13s.
Well, that's what I got on the thing.
Okay, well I gotta get something to hold this up. Alright, do the front.
If I can quit dropping it.
Yeah, snap it all the way on. There you go.
It's just loose. I'm gonna let those dropping out here. Is it good?
Yeah.
There it goes.
Don't crank that one super, super tight. That's a small hole. You'll break it. Go a little tighter than that. Alright. Do that one.
How did the like washer move? It looks like it just like.
It opened up. It's fine. It's not fine, but it's fine. Well, just take it back out and take the washer off.
Yeah, because it was like it's grinding metal shavings down on this thing, and I was like, why is it doing that?
Good.
Forgetting which way to turn.
As soon as you get it right, you can open it up with your fingers.
I made a mess.
Yeah, go ahead. You put it up with your fingers, probably.
Nope. It's like all the way out.
Alright, let's try a new washer.
What about a new one of these?
A new nut?
I killed it. Look at it.
Just flip it around. Put the good side to the inside.
Does that typically happen?
No, the soft fold.
Oh, probably helps that help. Hang on there, quick. And it did that like when it wasn't even like it was like halfway tight. It was like
Yeah, it was just a crappy. That's good. Alright, you need a foil. You don't have one. There you
I
go.
have an 11.
There you go.
Oh, 14, 19.
This would be the little bottle one. Is it a 13? Maybe it is a
Pretty big.
13. No, this side's a 12.
I don't know. I had that problem when I was whatever.
This thing is a like mismatch of like parts. If it's fine thread, you will break that one if you're not careful.
So should I stop there?
East on just a touch. That's very good.
How do you do this? What are you saying? Flip it.
Take these little pieces and flip them this way. And put that back. Yeah, I'll install it now. Maybe I should just help them out. Yeah, that's got it. I'm looking for that copper gasket. One of those fell out and we had it and we were like carrying it around. At one point you were trying to put it back in the hole. The McDonald motor has one on it. I'm not seeing the ones that actually go this way. That is my favorite feature about that bike. I want to go ahead and just make that known. Like the kitty cat tail light sold me on the bike.
Is this supposed to go in more? I feel like it's kind of long.
Nope. Is it? Snug it up. Just try to do it evenly side to side. Fought with these carb boots last time, and a little heat fixed it right up. So we're just going to go ahead and start with heat this time. Just stick this one in, and then I can worry with the other one. Come on. May not have used enough heat. There it is. Do we have the nut for this choke cable shenanigan?
I don't know. Everything else is in the thing.
Oh, it doesn't have a nut. It just, I guess, just sits on there. Weird. There you go, let me. Here, you want to heat that carb boot?
Okay. Hot or cold?
Well, hot, because you're heating it.
Well, I didn't know if that was like low heat for like hair dryer settings. Technically, it could be there. You might lose it.
Beautiful.
Well, that was a lot
Chokes
easier.
work.
than
Yeah,
fighting with
heat really makes a difference on those. A lot of times you can just use some spray silicone and they'll work.
We're back here working on the Honda CB350, and I'm working on getting this chain guard off. Why? Because it's ugly and it's bent. So I gotta get these tabs flat so this will be able to like pull off. So here we go. Each of these has two little tabs that have to be folded down.
She's a woman of many positions. When you hear the sound change, it ain't gonna go no more. Because that means it bottomed out and you're hitting something solid.
Alright, well I've got all the tabs done. So this is definitely a safety third kind of modification.
Why is it a safety third modification?
Because now you're closer to getting your
None of our
ankle on the
other
chain.
bikes have that. Why is your ankle's not going to be inside the swing arm?
Well, I don't know. Well, maybe your finger might be.
None of our other bikes have that little guard. And that guard hits our free 99 chain that came out of the free box of parts from Keith Turk. And it's blue. And the bike is blue.
Color coordinating.
And free.
Get yourself on here.
Get it out of there. Don't lose the stupid little safety clip things. Yeah, actually, I don't know that we need the like safety wire pieces.
No.
Just put the nuts back on. It's fine.
This stuff?
I don't care if you put them back on or not. Well, yeah, they fit nicely. You put them back. None of our other bikes have that either. I've also rechecked those nuts several times on your Harley, or the bolts, because those bolts that hold the sprocket on your Harley like to work loose.
Fabulous.
Maybe they need a safety clip. Star pattern. No, yes. Probably doesn't matter, but.
Well, I've got the back wheel on now, and the chain is started. Look at how blue it is. It matches this spray paint job that I did not do.
You did do it. Apply to these
I did not do that. I Craigslist rattle can painted the frame black. I did not paint the blue.
Rebuild?
Yes.
Yeah, I need to cut quite a few links out of the free chain. I got a bunch of adjustment up, so if I cut. Should I have very little adjustment back? It's gonna have to be right there though, because I don't want to use a half link. So I just need to cut this link out. Yep. So I got our chain cut, the one that came from the free Keith Turk box. Thanks, Keith. It's beautiful blue, matches the bike perfectly.
Like, I don't know if you could get a more like close color.
And Amazon came through. I ordered these master links at 11 o'clock last night,
Yeah.
and they were here at lunchtime today. So I can put my chain together. Beautiful. Oh, there's an extra O-ring on there. Yeah. I've had a lot of people fuss at me about the Tractor Supply chain, but when you think it works on equipment, it's good enough for a motorcycle. It's under way less stress on a bike than it is on like a tractor. In my opinion, anyway. You're showing the entire YouTube that I'm using this Align wrench instead of like a regular wrench. Because I don't know where my 10 wrench is, and this one was just over here.
What are you trying to do now?
Tighten the chain. At least. make it somewhat correct. Chain might be a little snug there. I guess it's alright though, because this don't have any suspension travel. Yeah, that's probably fine. It's not tight enough that it's gonna put anything in a bind. So I wanted to tell you guys about this company. I think it's Onpuds. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. But they reached out to us to ask if they could send us a torque wrench to review. And of course I said yes, because free tools. So they sent it to me. The carrying case is nice. I've had this thing open once. I haven't used it yet, but I've had it open. It is it feels nice. The build quality feels okay. Ratchet mechanism is tight, fine-toothed. It's easy to switch back and forth. But the biggest thing I like about this is the lock. My other torque wrenches, this one's broke, but I use this one forever, and it has this twist to lock and unlock thing. And if you're torquing stuff, you half the time unlock it and then the handle turns, which drives me up the wall. That's an old Craftsman wrench, and it's stripped. Well, it's not doing it now, but it'll tear your hand up if you use it. Now, I've been using this one. This is an old Great Neck one, and it has this deal where you unlock it. But the problem with this is, when you're tightening it up to go to a torque, you inevitably lock it accidentally because it's threaded and you have to fight with it. This one has this deal where you just pull the collar down and twist it, and then it locks in. Really like that feature. So I'm gonna use it. I haven't used it yet. I'm gonna use it to torque this axle nut on this CB Honda, and it torques on 58 to 72. So we're gonna go with 60 because I need to line up the little doohickey. It feels nice. The ratchet's nice. Click is nice and audible. There's a touch more. We'll put that cotter key in. I gotta hold the other side.
It's kind of funny because they emailed us and we actually didn't have one of these that was working because his has been broke. So that was on our like to buy list. We've just been making do without it.
There we go. That's lined up now, so I put the pin in. But yeah, I'm quite happy with it. It seems like a nice quality torque wrench. I will put a link to that in the description below through our Amazon affiliate links. So if y'all buy one, that helps us. So thanks. Thanks to the company and thanks to anyone who buys one. We're gonna leave it in there. All right, put the clutch cover on now and adjust the clutch. And we should be just about in business. Cable. This is not even kind of the right clutch cable. It was on here, but it is not right. Wonder if it's worth digging around to see if I can find the right one. Because this is, I say it'll work, but I think we're just gonna install it for now. And we might go back and do something different with it. Alright. I don't think it's supposed to be pulled that far. Well, maybe I can weasel it in there. I think I was, maybe not. So we've got it all put back together. Carbs are on, tank's on. I gotta go get gas for it. Chain's on. I got the clutch working. I don't know how long it's gonna work. The little side cover, the little tang in here that keeps the thing that has the ramps and the balls in it centered is broken, and it's barely hanging on. So it's probably gonna spin that plate at some point, but we're gonna ride it.
So we spared you guys the like 30 to 40 minutes of boredom.
Yeah, of me messing around with that because it was tragic.
And very boring.
Yes. Wheels on, chains on, electricals put back together. I got a rear brake. I stole some more parts out of that Keith Turk box, probably 550 stuff, whatever it is, the rod and the pin and all that stuff, come out of the box. The rear brake works. We are going to go get some gas for it, make it run.
Got it on charge.
Yeah, we got it on charge. Once we get it gassed up and running, I'm gonna get this thing down and go ride it. Probably ain't gonna have a front brake because I don't have a cable, but it's got a rear brake. We returned with gas. Our battery is slightly charged. I found the front brake cable. It's actually, I think, a clutch cable, but for right now, it's a front brake cable. It at least gives me a front brake. We're gonna see if if the electric start will work. I've had spotty luck with the electric start. Gas is on, carbs are filling. Don't trust Honda carbs, because they usually deal with CB350. That appears to have worked. So we're going for round 2. I test fired it with no oil in it, or very little oil. It had like maybe a quarter of a quart in it. But anyway, it now has full of oil. So we're going again. I'll click it in gear and see if the problem was set out to fix. Hey! Yep. That works now. Alright, I need to go get I need to find a shifter.
Less than 2 seconds later, Daniel just strolls over there, and there's a shifter on the floor left over from something. And he said, it's looking a whole lot like a Honda CB350 shifter. And what you know, oh, he already took it off.
If it ain't for a CB350, it sure does look like it.
bolt.
Yeah, I saw the bolt.
It came out of there. You vibrated it out.
I don't have any idea where that bolting nut came from.
What is it doing now? I don't know what it's doing now. Also, the handlebars do this, just like the chopper.
Fabulous.
It was running pretty good until I started messing with that other hole.
Yeah. So I figured out where that bolt came from.
Yeah, this bike is, whoever touched this bike last needs to be shot. Or at least severely reprimanded, because,
They need a big spanking.
well, they didn't tighten anything. And that bolt that fell out, I looked at it and I said, that's a standard bolt. That don't go to this bike. It's all metric. It attached the thing that held the rear brake. So I hit the rear brake and it spun the whole assembly.
And it's supposed to go from there
To somewhere in here.
You vibrated it out of there.
Okay, well, I'm putting this away. It runs and rides and the transmission issues are fixed.
It's a death
Other than
trap.
that,
of
this
that.
bike is a POS.
Sorry, bikey.
It won't roll now. The brakes are stuck.
Oh, jeez. It was supposed to be so good, but it's so bad. Oh yeah, it's locked down.
Yeah, I know. Look, help me push it.
Oh.
I'm gonna make that video when I'm done with it. The kickstand down.
Bad bike.
I think it needs the electronic ignition conversion stuff too.
We took a little break from the shop today to take the four-wheeler and the little Trail 90, basically to go ride some trails. We have some land, and we cut a trail over a year or 2 years ago through the woods. There's 26 acres, so we had a pretty good trail going for us, and it even crosses a creek. But we haven't been over here and rode the full length of the trails in a very long time, so hopefully it's not grown up, but we are about to find out. We're also about to find out how good the Trail 90 does off-road, which is what it's made for.
Get the Trail 90 out of the trailer. What?
I thought I was gonna ride behind you in the four-wheeler.
I don't think you
Probably-
can keep this running. Well, what happened here was the float hung in the cub rudder on the four-wheeler, and it was actively pouring gas all over the hot engine and exhaust, and I was in the middle of the woods about a quarter mile in. So Brittany stayed off and walked, and I went back as quick as I could because I didn't want to burn our woods down with the massive gas leak. And I did make it back and nothing caught on fire, but I was slightly sketched out by it, and the four-wheeler now has the little rubber tube on it that sends the overflowing gas not on the side of the hot engine because the little tube was missing. So anyway, had a piece of trash in it or something because it fixed itself later after this day. The Trail 90 didn't even make it into the woods at all. I got it running several times and tried to ride it around and was successful at riding it around, but if you ever let it die, it wouldn't idle, and if you let it die, you were not restarting it. It was awful. We did fix it, but it was not good at this particular point. this thing. If I get it started back, do you want to ride it?
Maybe?
Like
Is it
down there?
difficult?
No.
I think
It's
so.
sketchy.
So we had a really great video for you guys. I had it all laid out, all the ideas in my head, and then our whole video just kind of blew up in the water. It is Saturday night, and I've been trying to get our videos posted at the latest on Wednesday, Thursday, and here we are. It is 9:48. Still hadn't got this video posted, but
You've been trying to post it since Wednesday.
yeah, and it just, life happens. And you just gotta learn to roll with the punches. But I'll tell you what happened on my side. So I had an Apple Watch, my Garmin watch kicked the bucket, and I was trying to get the Apple Watch to work on my phone. Whole big story, but basically I ended up erasing 14,000 pictures and videos off my phone, full of all my content from the shop, all my personal pictures, all my personal videos, just everything gone in a matter of seconds. So that's been a nightmare for me. And then Daniel can tell you about the other part of the video that
Yeah,
Tim Post planned.
We had a full build video on a little Honda Trail 90 that we got that I was making to go with the for sale ad on the bike. Well, I then discovered that the bike was stolen. So we're not posting that video. We're going to post a little clip so y'all can see it. But long story short, it is back with its rightful owner. I traded with a kid, and he did me and the other guy dirty. So we did nothing wrong, but we ended up with someone else's motorcycle. So we lost the money, we lost the video, we lost the bike.
And our time.
And our time getting it running, because I spent a unreal amount of time messing with that stupid thing. So, fun fact, if you're going to have a Trail 90, you should always check your valve adjustment first, because I had an incorrectly adjusted intake valve that was causing me all sorts of headache. So it still ran okay when it was running, but it was extremely hard to get running.
And we did do our due diligence with that. Usually when we do go buy cars or motorcycles, any kind of vehicle that has a VIN, we do try to run it through the website NICB, just to make sure that it isn't stolen, nothing is coming up as wild and crazy. Just before we purchased the thing, and he did run it, and
it was clean, came back clean. The guy that it was stolen from didn't know the VIN number when he reported it stolen, because he didn't have a wrote down picture of it, what have you. So, long story short, the VIN was clean. The bike was not.
The other lesson is always store your pictures in the cloud or the external hard drive. I completely goofed and didn't have my phone backed up to any of that. And then Daniel's did, so yay for him. He has a few pictures, but I'm mostly the picture and video taker of us.
You're supposed to have all your pictures and videos backed up off-site on a hard copy.
That too.
And or in the cloud.
So thanks for bearing with us for our very unusual video that we have this week. It's a video, better late than never. It's there, but basically just, sometimes our lives don't always go as planned, and you just gotta try to make the best of it.
Yeah, and next week things will go back to normal. We have a really good video for you guys. We're going to be working on her Rambler and getting it ready to go, and that's going to be exciting. So we're going to have some challenge videos with it. So look forward to seeing that. We're doing some maintenance on the blue truck because the clutch fork was falling apart. I pulled the drive shaft, and this U-joint is not U-jointing. There is no rollers left. They have turned to metal shaping. And this side's locked down. So it was on its way out. And the other end, it's not much better. Well, you can't see it here, but it's got some play. So it's getting new U-joints, at least 2 of them. The front one seems fine. Look at the clutch fork up here. The pin poked through.
And the ball in here is broke. So we were on borrowed time with all this. Very borrowed time.
So my clutch fork is shot. I thought it was broke up here, but this is just a ball that floats. I've never seen one like that. What a terrible design. But this is no good. Not supposed to be a hole in it. You see daylight through it. That's no good, and it's wore completely flat here. So anyway, we're gonna get a clutch fork. We're not touching that big rusty or oily behemoth. It is leaking oil right here, but it's been doing that for years, and we're gonna leave that alone. Well, in the 15 years I've owned this truck, I've not had the transmission out. It's had 4 different engines in it, but the trans has not been out. So.
And how many miles are on the truck body?
Oh, over 500,000. It had 400,000 and change on it when I got it, and I've put over 100,000 on it. So, the trans and the rear end are original. And I pulled that original 500,000 mile motor and put it in a station wagon. I sold it, still ran fine. I did put a cam and lifters in it back in high school. So, anyway. How clean it is under the foam pad.
Aw, look at how cute.
So this is what messed me up. My old bell housing has this weird like female ball end thing that the clutch fork sits on. And this is my original bell housing. I took this out of the truck when I did the diesel swap, and then I lost it, and then Jesse saved me with the other bell housing. But my clutch fork is supposed to slide onto this thing. So if anybody knows what this bell housing is out of, this particular thing, I'd love to know. It's supposed to be out of a Bronco. The casting number shows Bronco and Ford truck, but I cannot find that clutch fork or that pivot ball anywhere. I did find one listing for the clutch fork that appeared to be out of like a 6.9 diesel, but this bell housing is, the casting number starts with D9, which would be 79. So it can't be 6.9 diesel. But anyway, if anyone knows, let me know.
I lost my footage, but we did get the blue truck running and driving again. We went and picked up this Thunderbird right after we fixed the clutch, and it is so much better now. Please like, subscribe, comment. We hope you guys have a great week, and we will hopefully see you guys next week.
If you have any ideas of like things that we should do, let us know in the comments. Or
Christmas specials.
Yeah, some fun challenges, anything you'd like to see us do, let us know. Or builds. Money is a restraint that we have, so nothing that costs $1 million. But if you want to see us do something cool, let us know.
Or if you want to sponsor us. I mean, we're always up for sponsors, collaborations, partnerships, you know, whatever. If you have a car, you know, you want to donate to the cause or motorcycle or
yeah,
what
you want
have
to see
you,
us try to
whatever.
get some stupid piece of junk running in the woods and drive it home, let us know. Send it to us.
We'll travel. Within reason.
No, it's not within reason. We will travel.
Well, we don't have a passport yet.
Okay. Well, I don't think we can bring like crusty cars across borders anyway.
Okay, well, like, just in the
Continental
United
United
States.
States. Maybe Alaska. No Hawaii. We're not flying.
We'll see you later.